They found the letter on Boxing Day, folded neatly, no envelope, just sitting there on the mantel between the nativity figurines and the snow globe I gave them 5 years ago, the one they never bothered to dust. Mom screamed first. Dad followed. My sister just stood there, mouth half open, as if choking on her guilt. I wasn't there to hear it. That was intentional. Christmas Eve, I was elbow deep in blood, holding pressure on a teenager's ruptured spleen. A drive-by, wrong place, wrong time. That's the reality of the ER. I don't get holidays. I get 12-hour shifts, cold coffee, and panic coded in beeps. I texted my daughter around 10, asked how dinner was going. She didn't answer. I didn't think much of it at first, spotty Wi-Fi, too much pie, maybe she left her phone in the car. But when I got home, she was there, alone, curled on the couch, makeup smudged, still wearing the green dress we picked out together, the one she'd been so excited to show Grandma. She looked up, eyes red. "They said there wasn't enough room," she whispered. Her voice cracked on the word room, like she was the one who needed permission to take up space. I made her tea, sat beside her, didn't ask questions she shouldn't have to answer. But the rage settled deep, heavy, controlled. I'd seen this before, not in blood tests or CT scans, in the smirks, the comments, the silences. I ignored it for years, excused it. When I had her at 19, they said I ruined my life, said I was selfish, said she was a mistake I'd regret. But I didn't. She became the only thing in this world I was absolutely sure of, and they couldn't stand it. They tolerated her the way people tolerate a stain on a white rug, always trying to walk around it, never outright saying it ruined the whole room. Until now. Until Christmas. I didn't yell, I didn't confront them, that's what they expected. Instead, I got quiet, cold, surgical. A week later, I submitted the paperwork. Dad co-signed my med school loans. It was the only real support he ever gave, and he lorded it over me like a leash. The deal was, if I defaulted, the house, their house, was collateral. What they didn't realize was that I refinanced and paid off every cent last year, quietly, which meant the lien release they never bothered to read, it freed me and bound them. I'd also been funding their emergencies, property tax, roof repair, mom's dental surgery, all through my private account, traced, documented, recategorized as loans. No more gifts, just debts. And my sister? She was counting on me to co-sign her kids' tuition. I signed something all right, just not what she thought. I wrote one letter, just one. I'm not angry, I'm awake. You had one job, love her. That seat you denied her at your table, it cost you your place at mine. I included an itemized spreadsheet of every dollar I was reclaiming. I gave them 90 days. No contact, no pleading, just terms. Christmas Day, I made pancakes with my daughter. We stayed in pajamas, watched Die Hard, opened gifts we bought each other with inside jokes and whispered guesses. She didn't know what I was doing behind the scenes. She didn't need to. She just needed to be a kid again, not someone begging for a seat from people who never saw her as worthy. When word spread, the phone calls started. Voicemails stacked like bodies. "How could you do this to us? Don't punish your family over a misunderstanding. Think of your father's blood pressure." Not once did they say her name. Not once did they apologize. They thought they could guilt me into undoing it. That I was still that scared teenage girl they once cornered in the kitchen, waving college brochures like ultimatums. But I'm not that girl anymore. I cut people for a living. Arteries, tumors, abscesses, and sometimes family. Clean, precise, necessary. On the 91st day, I received a check. It wasn't the full amount, but it was enough. Enough to prove they understood this wasn't a bluff. It was a boundary. They bought silence, not forgiveness. Now, holidays are just us. 2 forks, 2 mugs, 1 small table we fill with laughter and stories and burnt cookies. There's always room. I don't miss them. I miss the illusion that they were something worth missing. But illusions don't keep you warm when the world turns cold. She does. And that's enough.